Hey, good morning, Transition Thursday. And this morning I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to start a series really of experiences in transactions that I thought I could pass along to business owners and advisors to really help you avoid some of the hurdles that we see in so many entrepreneurial transactions. So today I wanted to talk about an example from a number of years ago where the owner of the business passed away suddenly. He had a heart attack at his desk and died very suddenly, and he didn't have a transition plan in place. And so there were two children in the business and two children that were outside of the business, and grandchildren and a widow, and a very tragic situation for the family. And this became even more tragic as the first year after his death had passed, and the business was starting to suffer because of a management vacuum. They lost some key people. The two children that were running the business or trying to run the business were not getting along particularly well, and ultimately the siblings outside of the business wanted some of the value of the business, and as did the widow. And so the decision was made to sell the business. And we ran a formal auction type process, multiple bidders, competitive process, etc. But all the way along, we faced hurdles, and the family certainly faced their own hurdles and emotional challenges throughout the process. At one point, I remember we had 18 lawyers representing our side of the transaction, because each of the siblings, the company, the widow, the court even appointed lawyers for unborn grandchildren because they were referenced in the will. So we had all these people, and of course the legal bill became just outrageous because everybody was trying to protect the interests of their particular client. And the lesson there was really to put a plan in place. So as much as you spend time on your will and allocate your estate to your beneficiaries and charities and whatnot, put a plan in place for the business and let people know what that plan is, because the value of the business will deteriorate rapidly if there's no plan in place and you start to lose management. Ultimately, then you lose customers, and the business will suffer, the estate will suffer. The lawyers will do well because they're doing what they need to do to protect their client's interest, but I'm sure that most of you don't want to see 18 lawyers on a transaction to sell your business after you pass away, when you could, if you were selling it yourself, you'd have a team of 1 or 2, 3, perhaps at most. So that's the message for today. A little bit more morbid for a Thursday morning than my normal post, but something to really think about, because I have a number of baby boomer clients, and I talk to a lot of business owners in their 60s and 70s that are thinking about a sale and haven't really put the pieces in place if the sale doesn't happen before they have an untimely end. So that's the message for today. Next week I'm in Denver for an exit planning conference, so I'll try and post something from there. But I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you next Thursday. Bye.